Welcome back, Fantasy Bros Nation. We are back at it again with another fantasy video. This time we got game picks going into week 11. So not really a fantasy video, but it does meet your
fantasy
NFL
implications.
Fantasy implications, games, the playoff indications, and seeing what could happen within the coming weeks in terms of playoff matchups and seedings and such. Let's get into it with the first
Thursday night.
Okay, this is unbelievable, this game. We have the Cardinals playing the Seahawks, and we all know how that first game went.
That was like
What a
gorgeous game.
Two MVP candidate quarterbacks facing off on a Thursday night. What could be better than that?
Unbelievable. We know
The question is, do you think Seattle will bounce back this week?
Before we get into that, Tyler Lockett had 3 touchdowns, my guy. 200 yards. DK Metcalf was slowed down by Pat Pete. We'll see how he bounces back here. And the other side of the ball, Kyler Murray and Hopkins were just lighting it up in all aspects. It was a phenomenal game. I expect nothing less in this game. What were you going to say, Zach?
Do you think Seattle will bounce back this week? Because they're coming off a 4-game streak of not great games. They're 1-3 in the past 4 weeks.
I think Russell is going to cook this week. I have the Seahawks winning this game. I think that Wilson's coming back with a vengeance. He lost a lot of games, 3 out of the last 4, I think, after going 5-0, and he wants to win badly. And this divisional game, I think he's coming with passion to win this game.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Tom Brady's loss to the Saints and his bounce back against the Carolina Panthers. He did finish the day as #1 fantasy QB. So Russell Wilson wants a revenge game, and he will get it.
And if Carson comes back, I think that's a no question. I think Seattle will win. That's just
I don't think anything will make this game a no
back.
question. I think you can go either way.
Yeah, it's going to be a shootout.
Hail Mary probability.
It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be probably the best Thursday night game of the season. Can't wait for that one. Next game, let's go Titans-Ravens. Both teams are 6-3. Lamar Jackson is struggling. He just lost to the Patriots, and the Titans aren't looking so great after that loss to the Colts. So both teams are trying to improve their record. They're trying to establish themselves as playoff contenders. What do you guys think is going to go down in this one?
I got the Titans in this one. The Ravens just lost to a horrible Patriots team who have not been putting up any great numbers this season. And I think A.J. Brown and Derrick Henry are going to have great weeks because they came off
You're not scared of that run defense? Or Marlon Humphrey? Or Marcus Peters?
I think A.J. Brown and Corey Davis are going to have a good duo this week.
Interesting.
I'm going to have to disagree with you there. I got the Ravens winning this game. I think Lamar Jackson's going to have his quote-unquote breakout week of the season. I think the Titans defense just can't handle anyone. Even Phillip Rivers just torched them all over the field.
Phillip Rivers. You heard that right.
All over the field. I think the Ravens win this one cleanly. I think they prove that the Titans aren't a legit team, and the Ravens are a solid wild card playoff team. I don't think the Titans are going to make the playoffs.
I think this could also go either way. I have the Titans winning this one just because I like their offense a lot better. Ravens have the defense, Titans have the offense. It's going to be a really, really close one. I got Titans winning this one. Next game, Jets-Chargers. Do we even bother talking about this one? I mean, the 0-9 Jets facing...
All right. Picks in 3, 2, 1, Chargers.
Not the Jets.
Not the Jets. I don't even want to get into it. Just know Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen, one of the best throwers in the league. They're going to light it up.
Not much more. Except Rashad Perriman goes for 358
yards.
Man.
Joe Flacco's favorite target. Next game, Lions-Panthers. I have Lions in this one, coming off an impressive Matt Prater 59-yard field goal kick. We saw him on the Pat McAfee show. We gave him an interview to Pat McAfee. He was ecstatic about that win, even though it was close. Panthers coming off a demolition by the Cheifs. I mean, you can't really expect anything other than a demolition when you play the Chiefs.
Buccaneers.
Right. But in this one, I have Lions because, 1, Teddy Bridgewater is out this game, and 2,
is that confirmed?
CMC is out.
It's also probably confirmed, and CMC is out, and also I just think the Lions are a better team.
And Galladay comes back as well.
Potentially.
Hopefully, for my sake.
The 2 things that make this game hanging the balance is Teddy Bridgewater's status and Kenny Galladay's status. If Teddy Bridgewater's in while Kenny Galladay's out, I might lean towards the Panthers, depending on how Bridgewater looks, but otherwise the Lions look like they have this game.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one also. Saints-Falcons. Now this is an incredible game. 1, Jameis Winston takes over for Drew Brees, but he is familiar being a part of that division with how the Falcons play and how to beat them. So I think Jameis comes in here. He's going to look good. He's going to throw like 7 picks. But I think I see them winning this game.
Bold prediction: Jameis ends as the QB1 this week.
That's a really bold prediction, but I can see that. I can definitely see that happening. If you're in need of a quarterback and you have a waiver claim, go out and pick him up.
I think Alvin Kamara is going to have a day because the Falcons have a very subpar offense.
We don't need to talk about that. He's a day every single week.
He's
going to have a day of a day, and I take the Saints in this one.
I think Michael Thomas it is a coming out party for Michael Thomas. He's going to have a day.
Rephrase that one.
No. Seahawks, Cardinals, we got into that. Texans, Patriots. Now, we just talked about Patriots coming off of an impressive win against the Ravens. Now they get the Texans, who just lost to Nick Chubb, who did walk out on that 1 yard line.
Could I adjust my previous statement? I don't think Jameis Winston's ending as a QB1. I think Jacoby Myers is going to end as a QB1 on the day.
In this against the Texans defense, I love him in this matchup a ton. I have Patriots
won this week.
I do have the Patriots winning this one.
I disagree. I have the Texans. None of the defenses are great, but I like the Texans offense, especially with their great receiving core.
Their running game is weak.
I still think their
Duke
offense
Johnson
is better.
can't run the ball, and
better.
Deshaun Watson, he has a lot to prove. I mean, he's a great quarterback, but he hasn't been performing. They're 2-7. I like the Patriots in this one.
Also, little interesting. The Texans scored 7 points against the Browns team that lost by 31 points to the Ravens, who just beat the Patriots.
31.
Who the Patriots just beat.
Yeah.
The Patriots just beat the Ravens, who destroyed the Browns, who beat the Texans.
However,
very roundabout
how the world works.
that game was a windy monster game, so there was not much to throw to it, and
someone's got to win
out.
the game, and it wasn't the Texans.
I got
Because they had a better
Patriots.
running
He
game.
got Patriots. He's got Texans. Bucks, Rams. Interesting. The Rams, shocked me at least. I don't know about you guys, but they played the Seahawks in a critical, pivotal division matchup.
Underrated
and
team.
they came out on top. They won that game.
Jalen Ramsey
shut down DK Metcalf. He proved himself as one of
corner,
if
for
not
sure.
the best corners in the game. This is going to be a great matchup. It could go either way, but I do have the Buccaneers coming out on top with this one. Tom Brady.
Too much talent.
Too much talent on that offense. Rojo, he just looked great in that one, even though I don't see him doing that in the future.
If Jalen Ramsey can split it into 3 bodies, then they can take the team.
Jalen Ramsey can't take Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin, and Rob Gronkowski. The Seahawks have 2 great guys. The Buccaneers have 4
Rams.
and 5. The Rams have the Bucks.
The
The
Bucks.
Seahawks, though, I think.
I know, when the Seahawks play the Rams.
Oh, yeah.
So the Bucks have five weapons to throw to, and Ramsey can't cover all of them. Bucks in this one. What do you guys got?
I got Bucks as well.
Bucks.
I don't think the Rams defense can take the offense, but I think the Bucks defense can take the Rams. That's what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, I like that call. Broncos, Dolphins. Man, the Dolphins have been looking
They've been
incredible.
lighting it
Their
up.
defense has been the biggest
Is it
surprise.
4-game win streak? It's 5-game win streak.
5-game win streak.
Ahmed is,
That'll make it 6. That's all I got to say.
They are 6-3, rising up the power rankings. They are looking good. Tua has been taking over. The defense is the biggest surprise.
Tua's not even going crazy.
It's not even Tua. It's the defense. They are looking
the defense are
fantastic.
being
We saw Xavier Howard shut
and
down
Jason
Hopkins.
Sanders. Don't sleep on him.
Don't sleep on Jason Sanders. He's a field goal kicker. I know what you're talking about.
Exactly. That's why you don't sleep
And
on
the
him.
Broncos, they just got destroyed
And they
by
don't
the
have Drew
Raiders.
Lock.
And they may not have Drew Lock. They probably won't. They're going to play against Brett Rippon. If you have Miami defense, I like them a lot this week.
If Jason Sanders is your best player in your fantasy team, I'm looking at you, Zach.
You may want to reevaluate
He is not,
your life
but he put up
decisions.
14 and has been putting up consistent numbers.
Let's stray from kickers, as this is not the subject of the video. Washington football team versus Cincy. Now, Cincy is coming off
A brutal loss.
I don't know what that was against
that was
Pittsburgh.
pretty tough.
I mean, the Pittsburgh almost lost to the Cowboys, but when you play the Bengals, who look great on offense,
Nothing happens.
what do they only put up, like 12 points?
7 points.
No, they put up more. They put up more. Yeah.
Like 12 points against the Steelers. I don't understand that. The Bengals have one of the best wide receiver core and also running back when they get Joe Mixon back. And Joe Burrow, who looks so promising as the Bengals' future. That was just disappointing all around. But regardless, I do have Bengals winning this game.
I agree.
I don't like Washington.
I like T. Higgins. I like how he's looking.
I like T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. Joe Mixon should come back. I like him a lot this week against Washington.
I do think J.D. McKissick will continue getting a bunch of targets and have another
and
nice
Antonio
game.
Gibson will look good. But honestly, anyone against Washington, I'll take them. Even the Jets, maybe. Next game, Cowboys Vikings. Now the Cowboys are coming off a bye. Vikings are coming
It
off.
should have been like a game of the week. Back in, if Dak Prescott
Was
Before the
playing.
season, yeah.
But the Cowboys are coming off a bye. They're healthy-ish, aside for Dak Prescott. They are rested. Vikings coming off an impressive win against the Bears. It wasn't really all that impressive, but they are winning games, and they're getting it done. And I think they'll win another game this week.
What about Andy coming back? Do you think that affects anything?
Andy Dalton coming back? No, he has not shown.
I think Garrett Gilbert's a better quarterback than him.
I think so too, honestly. Maybe even Cooper Rush. I don't know what Andy Dalton could do. He hasn't proven anything. So Vikings in this one, we all agree.
I agree with the Vikings, but if the Cowboys somehow come to win this game, I think they will win the division with Andy Dalton.
We're gonna title this game Dalvin Cooks, as Joe said. That's a good thing. And I don't think Andy Dalton coming back will win them.
I don't think they'll win, but if they do, then
I
they'll
think
win.
the Giants are not going to the Super Bowl though.
I think the Giants could. I mean, I bet Joe here odds. He gets $1 if the Giants don't win the Super Bowl. I get 100. I like those odds. Winning the division is pretty easy in the NFC East. Eagles Browns. Speaking of which, Eagles coming off a loss to the Giants, a huge loss, and then the Browns just utterly taking over.
Not really, but
No,
it was a decent
It
game.
wasn't taking over, but there was an impressive win against the Texans. We know how their offense is great. They are 6-3. I mean, I feel like that record's a bit deceiving. I don't think they're as good as the record shows, but regardless, I have them winning this game. It could be close. I think it's going to be a close one. Browns take it.
I agree.
I see it.
Okay,
I could see the Eagles winning, but I have the Browns.
I can see the Eagles winning for sure, but we're unanimous on the Browns. Colts Packers. Now, regardless of what Joe says, he is a Colts fan.
I think it's the game of the week.
This is a matchup for both teams to prove their worth. Packers need to prove that they could win games against good teams, and the Colts need to prove that their offense is good enough to win them games.
I think this game will come down to if the Colts defense can stop the dynamic trio of the Packers offense, and if they can, I think they'll pull off the win. But I don't think they can.
I just don't
think
see them
the
slowing down.
Packers
I mean,
are gonna
Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers, they've just been tearing the league up. I mean, I know you think differently because you are a Colts fan, so take us into this one.
Well, the Packers don't win against physical defenses. They lost this year against the Vikings and the Buccaneers. They got destroyed.
The
by
Vikings
the
are
Buccaneers.
not a physical defense.
The Vikings are
debatable, but it's not the point.
Even worse. That's the thing. They lost to the Vikings, which is tough. They got destroyed in the run game. If the Colts can establish a run game, I think the Colts win this game.
If Naheem Hines has the day he did against Tennessee,
I think
it's
plays well.
pretty easy. I still don't think.
I
that
don't
would
even
be a
think
factor.
Naheem Hines is featured as the RB1 on the team this week. I think Jonathan Taylor's going to break out this week. I think
that's a bold prediction.
I don't think people are going to be looking towards him, but I think that he's going to take his first few carries.
Should I
Very
start
few
him is
he'll
the
get
question.
in the beginning, and he'll do well with them. And
I don't know.
think
I mean,
that Reich is going to try him out.
He's had so many opportunities to break out.
He's
We
had
all
so-
thought,
he's had so many.
this game, he didn't
He's
break
had
out.
so many,
He had
but
some good
now
games, though.
he's had so many. But now the Packers, I doubt they're looking at him and game planning around Jonathan Taylor as the running back.
But they
so
are
he
game
can come back.
planning against running backs, and Jonathan Taylor hasn't shown his uniqueness
But
nor
the
his.
Packers running
run
game
defense
is horrible.
sucks.
I don't see the
How about
Packers
this? How about
losing.
this? If Jonathan Taylor doesn't break out, can we all say he's a bust? We
Yes,
all
for
agree?
sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Next game: Jaguars Steelers.
Not much
9-0 versus 1-8.
Jake Luton takes this game.
Jake Luton. I mean, look, Aaron Rodgers even said in his interview with Pat McAfee that he was super impressed and he wanted to go up to Jake Luton and tell him how impressed he was with that spin move that he did. But that's like his only highlight, and he's not going to have many of those or any of those against the Steelers.
The big question is who will hand the Pittsburgh Steelers their first loss.
Well, the first good game they play is against the Bills.
The Bills.
That's
I think
gonna be
that's
a
the
fun
best
game.
opportunity.
The Ravens have a chance, though. I think the Ravens have a chance.
They play the Bills, the Ravens, and the Colts. I'm a Colts fan again, so I'm a little biased, but I think that those are the three opportunities for the Steelers to not go 6-0.
Let's hope they lose a game because they don't
If they
deserve
do,
to go 6-0.
I don't see them. I don't see them winning a single playoff.
I think they have one of the
they
easiest
cannot be
schedules
a legit playoff
of
team.
all time.
Honestly, I don't know about that. I mean, look, recent play has been showing that their offense is elite with three incredible receivers. James Conner has to play better though if they want to go anywhere, and their defense looks great. They do have a great chance. I mean, that's why they're number 2 in my power ranking, just behind the Chiefs. But they need a couple of good matchups against good teams to really, really prove themselves and solidify their skills. Anyway, Steelers take this one by a landslide, and that's gonna wrap it up.
We have one more game.
Oh, we do.
The Raiders Chiefs.
Wow,
I don't see the Chiefs losing again to the Raiders, but will they win is the question, because they did get their.
What are you getting tie?
They did get their first loss from the Raiders, and
Chiefs
Josh
are
Jacobs
rested.
has.
I don't care what happened against that Raiders game. The Chiefs are rested. The Chiefs have the best head end in the league, one of the best quarterback wide receiver duos in the league. Their defense looks phenomenal.
He has Travis Kelce on his face.
Their defense looks phenomenal, and they're going against the Raiders. The Raiders do look good, but not good enough to beat the Chiefs, and that is just the bottom line here.
Yeah, I think that does it.
I think it's hard to pick against the Chiefs.
Is Josh Jacobs legit? We'll see this week.
Yes, this is Josh Jacobs legit. He coming off a great game. He may even be a sell high candidate, but I do like his schedule going forward, and his volume is there. Regardless,
Devontae Booker might be a solid handcuff to hold on to.
Yeah, and regardless, those are our picks. And going
Signing
forward, signing off. Until next video, where we give you the greatest advice in the world, as we do in every single video, week in and week out. Tune in next time. Peace out.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and also
all
follow
that.
us on Instagram at @thefantasybros_. Thanks for watching.